What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Update on SMCI supermicrocomputer. Is it breakout time or do we see another rejection? We're going to go to the chart to find out. Remember, this is not financial advice, just technical analysis, my opinion, based on the chart, guys. Let's get right to it as always. So, the last couple of weeks, the market has been relatively quiet, trading sideways, which is always necessary in the market. But today, SMCI is almost up 20%, very significant gain. So it definitely warrants an update for everyone. And a lot of people have been asking me for an update for SMCI. So we're going to get into it right now. Do we see the breakout? Do we get rejected? And I'm going to give you my honest opinion based on the current setup right now. Let's put all the drawings and the indicators on. We'll go over my last recap real quick and then go over both scenarios of what's happening, and we go to the daily chart for that. Okay, my last update was on July 13th, right here, and we had basically, for me, three constituents that needed to happen. I said the daily RSI looked good, one more dip into the buy zone. Ideally, we have a weekly oversold RSI in this zone to close the gaps, and if there's no volume, the EMA lines will take control. So let's see what happened. So from my update, I'll zoom in just a little bit, guys. The price started to decline. You can see these daily red candles here, but we did not get into the bar zone and close any of these gaps, guys. And you could see if I shut the indicators off and I draw a line here, you could see that SMCI has had support in this, kind of range before, and it's because it's been oversold on the daily R. So you could see every time on this line, we can call it, which is we can call it an early reaction line. There's been a daily oversold RSI, and there was, for this area here, there was no technical reason besides this gap, which is very far away. Let's measure it from the price. Sorry, guys. 25%. That's pretty far away. We were trading over the daily 200 EMA line, so there was no technical reason to come down this zone. So the RSI being oversold was enough to propel it on this significant line. And the same situation here, only we're trading under the daily 200 EMA line now, and we had technicals that we had to close that were more in range, guys. You could see this gap was only 4% away, and this one was about 20% away. And I added this trend line, so we have potential trend support, guys. I think this trend line is valid. I just added it. I didn't want to add it with only these two touch points. That could just be a coincidence of the buyer zone, but now we have more trend support. So it looks like we have some trend support here. So basically, we didn't get that weekly oversold RSI. We just came down daily oversold RSI, on this past line, which we have support, and now trading on this trend line. And now we had a little bit of a upwards reaction so far to this date. A nice swing trade of 60%, which is great. SMCI is a market cap of 24 billion, relatively strong stock. So what happened since it hit the bottom of this trend line that we have now? We had the daily oversold RSI gapped up here, guys. And guys, please check out the community tab. I have a very in-depth updates when I'm not doing video updates. These are more quick updates of why these moves happen, and it gives you a quicker update without me doing a whole video analysis on it. This one was more warranted for a video analysis, but you could see we gapped up above the EMA lines, tried to find support on our support trigger, came back down, almost closed this gap, and then it was another couple gaps, guys, and now we are trading above all the daily EMA lines with these gaps. So let's go over the scenarios now. What do I like about this current setup? What I like about this current setup is that now we are trading above all these EMA lines. They're kind of getting in order here, crossing, and also SMCI is attempting to close above these weekly EMA lines as well, which would be bullish in my opinion, guys. Next week, if this candle closes above specifically the weekly 200 this week, then next week will be the confirmation if we really can see more up prices or not. This week is more of a spike week. In my opinion, I think this move is just to close this gap, but if this closes above these weekly EMA lines here, next week will be the confirmation with that next candle to see if we are going to close, the higher price targets that we have. And the overall structure looks good. You could see we formed a higher low here as we've done in the past. Look, higher low here, higher low here. That's always the healthy structure. But remember, we are also forming lower highs, guys. So, oh my God. Excuse me, guys. Okay, let's go over now what I do not like about this setup right now. And it's very obvious, guys. All of these gaps are all targets to the downside now. You know, we have this open gap here, which probably will be closed today. It's only about 30 cents away, sitting right at the Ichimoku cloud resistance right here, kind of directly on it in our supply demand flip zone. This zone was in my other video labeled. I did not change the value of the zone. I changed the name. It was the rebound setup, and you could see we gap down below it, but now it acts as a supply demand flip zone. So when the stock is trading over it, it acts as support. When it's trading under it, it acts as resistance, guys. So we have the resistance of the daily cloud. We have this gap, which might be the open business. It might close it during this video. And we are in this flip zone as well with all of these gaps to the downside, guys. So I do not like all of these gaps to the downside. This is not, a healthy move in the stock market. And if you watch my previous video on SMCI, I've mentioned every time SMCI, I'll drop the RSI for a second, closes these gaps, particularly below our red compression line, you could see when it closed this gap, huge sell-off. We had another gap here, huge sell-off, another gap, two gaps here, took care of business, huge sell-off every time, guys. So that is definitely a potential. If we didn't have these open gaps here, I would be much more bullish on the up move, but you could see the history of the stock, guys. It does not lie. Huge sell-off. And even if we do reach higher targets, it doesn't have to sell off necessarily right here. We still have, we still have this compression red trend line, guys. Very strong rejection. We will have to get over that. And, the weekly Ichimoku cloud, I don't pay too much attention to the cloud, but when there's structure behind it, it does make a difference. And you could see we've just entered it here. And, maybe this will be the next rejection point around, 40, 41. You could see there's some significant price action here if we don't get to the top of the red compression trend line. If we want to see this compression trend line get broken, guys, we would need a couple of massive weeks in terms of volume. I like the volume that's coming in the daily chart. You could see 127 million. The average volume is around 47 million. So that's good, but that could just be to close this gap, guys. So keep an eye after this gap is closed, probably today, definitely by the end of the trading week, without a doubt. And in my honest opinion, guys, I do not think the breakout that we want to see is going to happen now. We have this gap at 86.58. That's what everybody is probably waiting for, from the current price. That would be another 120, let's call it 28%. Very nice. That's open business to the upside. But that, as my previous video, that might have to happen after this pattern plays out, sometime in the future. That's why it's good to identify these patterns. And I teach all this in my Patreon, guys. You know the promo. Go check it out. All tutorials, Fibonacci, all that good stuff. But like I said, in my honest opinion, I do not think the breakout happens now, unfortunately, for whoever was invested. But, we still have good swing potential for those swing traders who are savvy. You can cut out almost 100%, guys, on these moves. And even if it comes back down over here, still, 68%, and if you go short, remember, not financial advice, still very, very good for a market cap of 25 billion, not as risky as the lower cap stocks, guys. So I would keep an eye on this gap. And if we reach this target here, remember the gaps always cause usually a huge sell-off. If you reach the red compression line, I will likely do another video update or a community update, guys, a community post. So enjoy your day. Have a blessed trading week and stay blessed as always, guys. And thank you for all the subs.